Showing you options for our head and arm whenever Carl was in his knee shield half guard, and then he won the underhook. And then we locked in the arm in guillotine. Once I make that connection, we don't let it go. And last time we looked at how I want to flatten Carl to his shoulder. Yeah? And now I'm going to roll over my left shoulder. We end up in this position here, where I'm behind him. And then from that position, I switched my grips. And then we switch to the Anaconda. Okay. There's a back take from there as well. We're going to take a look at that. Again, not part of the system, but sometimes it's good to incorporate other routes to go down if you feel you're just not snug enough with choke. So for any time he's playing his Z guard, his knee shield half guard, and I've let him get the underhook, I immediately lock in the arm in guillotine. Now, I don't want to be rolling over my left shoulder when Carl's so high up on his elbow, so now I can drive him down to the shoulder. Now, I want to make sure that when I roll over my shoulder, I'm going to free my leg. I might have to push with my left leg to free it. Okay? Once I get to here, Anaconda's there as well, if I choose to, which we covered last time. I'm going to use my right hand and push, and my hand, the one that's over the shoulder, my left hand just is going to grab his left tricep. And now from there, I'm going to look back over my right shoulder and roll all the way to my knees. Once I'm here, I keep that grip, I'm posted. My goal now is to plant my right hand on the mat, and I'm physically lifting Carl's back off the mat. Then I step over, I slide my knee behind, and I win the underhook. Now my left hand comes across. I'm on the back. Once we're here, okay, if I'm under, obviously I can finish, but good players will have their chin tucked. So from here, my right hand is going to grab in a single grip, somewhere between Carl's wrist and his little finger, and now I just push it down, okay, straight jacket system. My right leg comes over, and then I put my shoelace behind the back of Carl's back here to keep this in tight, and I pinch. From there, Carl still has a tucked chin. If he's hiding this hand, I just start to work the choke, and he will bring his hand up to defend, and then we get our single cross grip. Again, somewhere between his wrist and his thumb, I just push it down and pin it here. From this position, I'm just going to withdraw my left hand. Carl's got a tucked chin. I'm going to enter this part of my hand, thumb side, underneath his left ear. This is the bit I enjoy. And I just push it through, especially if he's got a beard on. Watch. And I dig it under, and sometimes I raise my wrist and come further. My goal is to get my left hand on his shoulder. And now from there I can release. Again, I don't want to release and then try to put the choke on with this arm. He's going to latch onto that. So when I release, right hand comes back. Nothing goes past the shoulder blade. And now from this position, my right hand is coming behind the back of Carl's head as I find my bicep. Now, two hands are on my bicep. From that position, if you draw an invisible line down between Carl's nose and his chin, I'm going to connect my two elbows. So, just looks like that when you're finishing. Visible line, just connect the elbows. Let's get another angle on that. Perfect there. So, Carl kicks up, wins the underhook. I lock in the arm in guillotine, flatten him out for his shoulder. Sometimes if he's really clamping with the half guard, when you roll over and my leg isn't free, I can use my left foot just to push. We end up options to Anaconda, but also options to take the back. Maybe I felt Carl kept his head down low, and I remember we talked about I want his head in my belly. We didn't want to be cranking him, so if he's gluing his right ear to the mat and I feel it's not on, I will release, push down, and I make a grip of a free right hand from here. All I'm doing is looking over my right shoulder, and I just bring two knees over my head and sit up. Okay. Now I'm going to slide my knee behind Carl, post with your right hand, and just bring my left leg over. From here, when the underhook, hand comes back, He has a tucked chin. So we're in our position. Again, if you're playing and you've quite flexibility, you can lock in the body lock just to calm him down a little bit. Okay. But what we're looking for is, Carl has 3 methods of defending the choke. He's got 2 hands and a tucked chin. All I have is 2 hands. So once I'm here, I get a single grip on his right hand, push it down, tie it up with my leg, bring it behind, and then I just pinch my shoelaces into his back. Try to feel your hand, Carl. Now from there, I'm looking for this hand. If he's not giving it to me, I'm just going to start working the choke, and he will make a grip here. Then I find it, and I just stuff it down. Once I have that, I withdraw my shoulder, and now I'm entering. Thumb and first finger under the ear, I just start to push it through. Okay. Once I have that, pull it back. Again, back of the head's coming in. Make my connection. And now, just connect my elbows. I make the arm and guillotine. I don't want to be rolling from this height with his right hand on the mat, so I drive forward, get him on his shoulder. If he's tight with his half guard, when I roll over my left shoulder, I can use my free foot to push. We end up here. And again, options to do the anaconda, but if I feel he's tilting his neck and it's not on, we just pass off and make a grip on the tricep. You have a free hand. Just going to look over your right shoulder and roll up to my knees. Posting on my knee, I slide it over. Okay. Now from there, I can sit onto my hip and bring my right leg through. Underhook. Back attack system again. So from here, could be hand fighting, pushing this down, tying it up, bringing it underneath. And I'm searching for this second hand. Once I control it, coming up, coming under the chin, coming behind. Have our rear naked.